Good morning and magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of special Sunday episode of My PI Dream. I wasn't planning on doing any episode today, so I got to thinking when I was at the build site yesterday. My builder, nor did the plumber, the master plumber that was there, asked me where we're going to put the access pipes for the bathtub inside the bathroom, because that's all dependent on what type of bathtub that you're installing. So I said, well, he probably already ran pipe. Maybe not. Maybe he's going to do that on Monday. So on today's special edition, what we're going to do, we're going to take a road trip, and we're going to go to Alabang, and that's where Wilcon is. That's where I shop, and my builder shops for all of the supplies that we're going to be using for the build of the house here. So this should be an interesting day, and I'm going to look at bathtubs today, and then ask the people there their recommendation of how the plumbing should actually go to provide the hot and the cold water inside the bathtub. So anyway, without further delay, let's get today's special episode underway. Bye. Hi guys, how is everybody today?
Hello.
Hello. Hi guys.
What's this? What's this?
This is my camera.
Camera.
This is my camera. Yeah.
YouTube.
I like to take. Hi. Hi. How are you today?
YouTube.
For YouTube. How did you know I have a YouTube channel? Did you know that?
My PI Dream.
Yes. How did you know that?
Your channel is. I'm subscribed.
Are you a subscriber on my channel?
Yeah.
Oh, then up here. Alright guys. So anyway, I stopped here by Mannie's place. Man, this is Mannie. Remember with all the mango trees, and he's the one that gives me all the fruits trees and things like that. The seeds, the avocado seeds and things like that. So anyway, I want to see if he wants to take a ride with me today up to Alabang. So I have a companion to keep me company. Well, he's trying to get a kitchen pass from his wife right now. Let's see.
How are you, Jen?
I am wonderful. How about you?
Wonderful.
Can I borrow you?
Happy Father's Day.
Oh, thank you, and you too, Manny. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Can I borrow your husband for the afternoon?
Yes.
Yes? Oh, okay.
I'm going to keep my tools first.
Okay.
Come on, you're going first.
All right, so here we are, and I just wanted to see where they have the existing. So the bathtub is actually going to be right here. This is going to be a big window, and this area is where the bathtub is going to be. So the center of the bathtub is going to be right around, standing right here. So which makes me wonder why the pipe for the drain is right there. So we're gonna get all this figured out. So that over there is a cold water supply for the sinks. There'll be 2 vanity sinks there. This is cold water supply, which I need to find out if we're putting a self-standing bathtub right here, if it actually doesn't need to be like in this area right here instead of over there on the wall. And then this is for the toilet. That will be the cold water supply for the toilet. And then of course the hot water that comes from the solar hot water heater for both the bathtub and for the sink, or for the sink over here, is going to come from above. So when they will be feeding that down through the roof line. So anyway, so I know what we have here, and I'm going to take a picture, and I'm going to bring this all into Wilcon. we made it up here to Alabang to the Wilcon. This is one of the bigger warehouses inside here. So we're gonna do a walkthrough and we'll look at some of the stuff they have, but the main thing we're here for today is bathtub. Good afternoon. How are you? So anyway, while I am shopping for the fixture for the bathtub, it's always a good idea to look at other things while you're here. And I'm looking at the kitchen sinks. And unfortunately, what men think are the best kitchen sinks, women might not be thinking is the same features. They have an idea of how to do things a little bit different. And since they are usually the queen of the kitchen, I'm gonna have to share this information with my wife. So I'm gonna actually kind of go through here and show her some of the different styles and let her see what she likes. These are smaller. This is one individual, but it has a knife. You see all the knife built into it, the knife rack built into it. And then you have the ones, you have an oval shape here. You have the square shape. You have this one that has the runoff board inside there, so you can put your dishes on there and they will drain properly. This, I don't think this will fit. I was looking at this one. I don't think it will fit into ours, but they have these neat little compartments like these things, so that if you're cutting up food and you have waste from like your vegetables and things like that, you can put it in there. It will drain and then you can get rid of it inside. Maybe your compost outside. Now, I was looking at this. I want my wife to look at this one right here. I think this one here is neat. And this one right here has, you would put your faucet inside here. And then this actually has a little thing like this right here. And what it does is it allows this to drain inside. It will open and close, manually open and close the drain inside there. And it also has the container inside here for your vegetables. And it also has a runoff for your sponge. So I'm hoping my wife will look at that one. And that one's also 11,544. And we'll take a look. This one is way too big. It will never fit on the amount of counter space that we have for the countertop that we're putting inside there. Then you have some more of the traditional kinds of sinks inside here. Another one of these fancy ones with the knife holder and for your sponges and things like that. But this one also has a dispenser. But you can always add a dispenser like we did. I put one inside. You drill a hole in the granite or whatever the type of countertop, and you can actually install your own. This is the really big square one right here. If you could live with one, this is like what you would see like in a restaurant or something like that. It's really big and you can get a lot of stuff inside there. But I'm going to show all of these to my wife and let her take a look at it, and we'll discuss. Of course, life is made up of compromises, or working with your wife. It's like it's a partnership, so you have to agree on things. There's a couple of companies that make these floor-mounted faucets for the tubs like we're looking at. But this German brand right here, this G-R-O-H-E, Grow, I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, but it's really expensive. The combination for the floor mount plus the fixture itself, it's well over 200,000 pesos, and that's really expensive, and that's not where I want to be when it comes to installing plumbing inside the house. So I actually looked over here, and there's actually a different brand, and they have a couple of interesting plumbing options here, and I like this. This is the one I'm actually getting right here. This is kind of like old antique school kind of a thing. You have the wand for the shower, to get shampoo out of your hair, and the hot and cold water. This is more traditional, old school, And what we just did, we went downstairs and we picked up the connectors, and we actually tried to figure out how, because there's no instructions inside the box. That was really surprising. I could not find instructions. You would think there would be. So what I'll do is I will look up for the manual online, and then what we'll do is we pretty much figured out how it would fit anyway. So we got the PPR fittings, the threaded PPR fittings that go on the bottom of this, and we just have to make sure that we're watertight, and we'll do a pressure testing before we run the concrete over the top of it, so we don't want any leaks on that. But this company also makes one like this, and this is really way modern, and the connection on the bottom is a little bit different than the single individual. So you have a hot water and a cold water on each side. But I actually like the old school. I like the old school design of that plumbing fixture there. So that's what we're going to pick up today. What we also did, we also looked at some of the tubs that they have inside here. So the plumbing where they actually did the drain, I think we might be okay. We have to look to, it doesn't actually go in the center where the bathtub goes. So when you're getting these types of tubs, all of these round and square and oval tubs, these self-standing tubs like all of these back here, even though the drain is in the center, the actual hose runs off of these, and they will come off, they will run off, and there will be a flex hose, and the flex hose just needs to have the ability to go down inside your floor drain inside there. So as long as we are far enough away from the wall with the drain where we plan on putting the bathtub, then we're okay. We might be good on that one. We'll do a measurement when we get back to the build site. I'm liking this one, and I think that's the one. That might be the one that we're getting. I'm not sure. There's also one downstairs that's made out of enamel, or I forgot what it's called. We'll take a look at that one here in a minute. So not only did they sell everything here, this is like a it's like a furniture showroom and a Lowe's and a Home Depot all kind of combined in one. Actually, this is one of the biggest home builder supply stores in the Philippines. And this section over here is some of the toilet fixtures and sinks and things like that. And we're not going to worry about that right now. We're not going to worry about a lot of things. We came focused today because of one thing, and that was the floor standing fixture for the tub. But I'm just going to go briefly through and show you some of the items they actually have for sale. And you see, they actually have a furniture showroom in here as well. What you see here, these are cast iron. Cast iron is actually pretty good. It's more durable, I believe, than like the fiberglass plastic bathtubs. So I think this is a contender right here. I lost Mannie. What I want to tell you also is this is where we are going to be selecting all of our tile for all the finishes inside our house. And I want you to see the selection and the different styles and the different materials of tiles that they actually have inside here. Wood tiles, polished tiles, they have granite tiles, they have ceramic tiles, they have I think whatever tile that you need they have here. They have inexpensive tiles, they have expensive tiles, they have a little bit of everything. And they have the simulated wood tiles inside here. We're going to be using the simulated wood tiles for the, probably in our bedroom on the second floor. It's very similar to these kind of tiles right here. Marilu, are you the expert on tiles? And this is one of the many, right?
Yes.
When we start getting towards the finishing, so I'm just gonna browse through real quick.
Yes,
and if you find my friend Mannie, it's a little old Mannie. He's walking around with a cart, and he has a floor mount for the tub water fixture. If you see it, let him know I'm down in this area.
Okay, sir, inside. I will.
All right, thank you. Thanks. So anyway, these may be for outside in a patio kind of an environment right here. Any size, any material, I would say any shape, but it's mostly rectangular and square. And if you like real wood or laminated wood or composite wood, they have all of that here as well. This is kind of like what I have in the US. This is like cherry wood. They have bamboo wood. I want to show you some of the neat type of decorative tile that they have for walls. I want you to look at stuff like this. They have etched tiles. This is very similar to some of the tiles we plan on putting inside some of the bathrooms. It is going to be so exciting when we start picking out our tile. So when you actually have a contract with your builder and you have a fixed price contract, he's going to make an allocation for tile. These are finishing products. Remember, the finishing products inside your house are what's going to make the difference between your house being a lower priced house or a medium priced house or a higher priced house. It has all to do, it all has to do with quality. So then what your builder is going to do, he's going to give you a bill of materials or a BOQ, and inside that bill of materials he's going to allocate a specific amount of money in your budget that you paid on the fixed contract. And if you go above that, then you have to pay the extra. If you go and you select the material that's less, then that will be deducted from the overall price of your payment when you pay him back at the end of the contract. We will also be choosing stone tile, decorative tile that goes on the west wall that goes up in the great room all the way to the cathedral ceiling. And it will be something similar to the different tiles that they have to offer inside here. We will work on that. Again, that's in the finishing stages, and we will not put a plaster coat on that wall to save a little bit of money on the plaster coat, and also to make it very easy to install different types of stone, decorative stone that they have on that wall. But we're so far down the road from that. I'm just letting you know this is what's available in Wilcon. I'm gonna have to call some special investigators because I can't find Mannie. He is somewhere in this building. I found the cart was left. There he is. I looked all over for you. Where were you? I found the cart.
I'm just canvassing the...
Are you looking? So anyway, several of the subscribers were asking about generators and name brands of generators and things like that. They don't have a lot of the big, like the 10K and above generators here on their main stock, but they do have it, and he's going to show me some pictures of some that they can order for you. But for the name brands, what's that? Which one?
This is a specification.
And what's in it? Who is this made by?
10 kVA is 265.
10 kV 265.
And this is the specification. 10 kVA water cooled diesel, 500 kilo,
Okay.
22 liters, 1.85 liters per hour.
Okay, I see.
If you didn't reach 70% of the consumption of the generator, it becomes lower.
And this is the name of the company?
Yes,
I'm going to say that's a Chinese company, right? Okay. But all right, so I just want to look at some of the brands that you sell. You sell Hyundai, that Chinese brand again, Navigator, and
also Kipor.
Kipor, is that Japanese or is that
US brand?
That's what?
US brand.
That's US?
Kipor.
Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that one in the US, but okay. And if you had to make a recommendation, what is the best, would be the best generator for quality, durability, and of course you always think of cost, but for the best, if you had to put the best generator in your house, what brand would you do? This one right here.
Yeah, because of the motors of this is a Isuzu engine.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you know
Japan
what?
Parts.
I'm going to do research on it when I get home, because again, we're not going to be installing this until November, around November. So anyway, I need a good knife. I need it for some of the utility things that we do out at the build site, and I have nothing. Popping open some straps, cutting some wood, maneuvering, things like that. And they have these here. And this is similar to like one of the knives that I have that I use when I deploy. And I think I'm going to give this a try, and I think for 1,000 pesos, I think it's probably not a bad deal. So I think we're going to get this one right here today. Something you also want to think about when you are installing electrical service outlets inside your house. Don't get the one that is just like a plain one like this one right here. What you want to get is ones that look like this one right here, that you can do the round, the straight, and if you have a grounding plug, you can use the grounding plug, which I don't think we're going to have any grounding hooked up in ours, but it's there. You want to have the ability to be able to use different types of plugs that are going inside your service outlets. So anyway, I had a subscriber that was asking the question about water filtration, and I believe, I don't remember, somewhere in the Middle East, he said he's building a house over here, and he wants to know about, other than using the canisters, he has a deep well, and a deep well has some odors, and he's worried about bacteria and things like that. He wanted to know if they have filtration systems that have UV ability to kill the bacteria and things like that. Well, they have these devices right here. This one is for 4,211 pesos, and I imagine this just hooks up just in line with your water, and as the water flows through like a regular UV filter does, it will kill the bacteria as it's coming through. So anyway, they have UV filtration here, and these are all these are cartridges that goes inside these right here. Mostly what you're going to see is you're going to see these different types of filter cartridges that go in these different type of canisters, and we'll talk about that a little bit more when we get to that, when we start getting to the kitchen filtration, and but that's going to be a later date. So I asked the question. I just spoke with the resident expert on filtration here, April, and April just explained to me the three types of filtration that goes on here, and you might want to help me out of here, but the first one was reverse osmosis, regular reverse for sediment, right? Yes, so this one right here is going to be reverse osmosis for sediment. Then the second one you were saying,
Water softener.
It's a water softener. If you have hard water, and we have a little bit of hard water, you could tell, like when you have spots on your, when you wash your car, you see the spots. And this will be a water softener in this one right here. And the very last one is to kill bacteria. You said it has what kind of a element goes inside there? What kind is
Black carbon.
A black carbon. So the black carbon goes inside there. So I imagine you have different sizes. I noticed you have lots of different sizes here. And I imagine the smaller ones you have to replace the cartridges a lot faster, a lot sooner than the bigger ones, right? So you have these sizes, and I've seen giant ones. They have these and
full house, sir. Full house only.
for the whole house.
Yeah.
For the whole house.
The sediment, the softener, and the carbon.
And the carbon right there. So you would have to have like 3 of these.
Yes, 3 of those.
3 of those, and that would be the water coming into your house before you start pumping.
Yes,
That's a great idea. I like that. I like that. I think we're gonna have to include that into our total water solution. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. So anyway, it's just a successful shopping experience, and I found Mannie. So we're ready to head back to Lipa. Well, here it is, the end of the day on Sunday. I just dropped Mannie off at his place, and I'm walking back to the apartment. So it was a successful day for me to get what I needed to get at Wilcon in Alabang. So tomorrow what I will do is I will work with my builder, maybe with my plumber, if my plumber is there. If not, what we'll do is we'll make sure that we have the correct spacing, the correct distance away from the wall where we need to have this plumbing coming up from the new slab in the bathroom. So anyway, when things pop up and I do something a little bit out of the blue and I carry the camera along with me, I will add that and include that in the episode of the day. So anyway, until tomorrow, which is going to be build day 100. Build day 100 on the construction schedule out at Villa Feliz. You have a wonderful Sunday. You scared me. You're eating chocolate. Oh, you have chocolate all over your face.